So that Illinois River needs to calm down a little bit. Just saying. Although the Illinois River is like, I can throw a baseball across that thing. The
Where's
tiny
Brad
little river.
going?
Do what? What?
Brad's driving the opposite direction of what that tornado warning is.
Yeah, no, he didn't. That's what was weird. He was closer to it a while ago, but maybe he's going for that southern storm.
He just turned down 135. Right there.
Somebody else is out there too. Who else is out there?
There's 2 people out there.
Yeah.
They're all heading south.
Maybe that's where it's going to really ramp up later. I don't know. You never know what all their data they're looking at and stuff, you know.
If Brad stays on that road and drives straight the entire way,
He'll be at your house.
like, yeah, he'll drive really close to my house.
Nice.
Oh,
Clark Bar, what we're doing is we're just looking at Radar Omega. And through Radar Omega, there are storm chasers that can turn on like their location. And a lot of them run like live streams. And so we're not watching live streams per se, but we're watching Radar Omega and then like the little icon moves of the person across the map, basically.
he's in road construction.
How is he?
Yeah, I've got his YouTube stream pulled up.
Okay, so yeah, we're just kind of watching Radar Omega though.
I'd probably tell my parents like, hey, when you go through that area in 3 days, there's road construction. The heads up. Be advised.
It's a whole thing. I'm not gonna pull it up right now, person. Well, there is a what is that? Severe thunderstorm watch for that whole area out there too. Okay, makes sense.
Hold on.
Hey, we turned all those stones into lime, by the way, over the fast time.
Do what?
All the stones.
What about them?
Turned them all into lime during our fast time.
How much lime did you make out of that?
I don't know. Sean, I don't remember how much Radar Omega was. I don't remember, honestly.
It depends on which one you get.
You always drink coffee while watching Radar.
Yeah, I joined in the server earlier.
71,000 lime? Okay.
I joined in the server today right before you started, and then I was like, I'm going to go mow real quick, and then that turned into a 2-hour ordeal.
It happens. Solar storms, I mean, they're cool too, yeah. Any of that stuff's kind of neat. You betcha. Go betcha. And that was a parking job right there. Oh, are you the one that double stacked the John Deeres?
What?
The 8R was on top of the combine today. Was that sand camp?
What?
That wasn't you?
No.
Thought for sure that would have been you.
They put the 8R on the
It was
shed.
totally Carson. Totally Carson shit.
It's my brother. He had my keyboard. I think John's probably like the only person that gets that reference.
Your brother doesn't even live at your house anymore.
Yeah, he does.
I thought he moved out.
Not till the fall.
Oh, so you guys just swapped rooms?
No. He still has his little room. I just upgraded way before him.
Your dad, you and your dad swapped rooms.
Yeah. What are you guys doing in here?
I am fertilizing the field. If you want to grab the other fertilizer, you can. We also, Sand Camp is mowing. So we'll have to fertilize behind him eventually, but we need to fertilize the big field over here. Not all of it, because, I planted with fertilizer, but yeah. I don't necessarily think the animals need much. The chickens probably need some feed, but
I'll go check on the animals.
beyond that, I don't think we need.
Oh, you got more cows.
Yeah, they bred, and I don't like it.
Oh,
We're gonna end up selling them all and rebuying them at some point when we have money.
Okay, that's what they did. I was like, oh, you filled the other pit. Oh,
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on them, and then I'll grab the other spray or whatever.
Dave, you can grab the other sprayer if you want. Help me get this done real quick.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Go get them.
We should plant after.
What?
Oh, whatever we just planted. Wheat.
Wheat.
What's the wheat even for again?
Chicken feed. And maybe some seed too.
What we need to do
Uh-huh.
is one, upgrade our combine header.
What's wrong with it?
Huh?
What's wrong with it?
Just we can get a bigger one.
Okay.
We need to plant. I gotta go close my door. People are loud.
Trying to run a live broadcast in here. Quiet down.
Right?
Or wait.
That rain's also really loud on the stream.
That's what I tell the neighbor guy like all the time, and he just doesn't listen to me. Very rude.
Where is that? Where's it at?
Put up this line right here. And go.
Not in here. Did you sell that?
What?
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Never mind.
So I love spraying in this game, but it is
carrots
so.
and potatoes.
It is
sunflowers.
so. Oh my god! Eventually, we'll get there.
Mineral food.
We gotta have money to like lease a harvester. We made what, like 200K on milk today?
Did we?
I think so.
You sold it?
Yeah.
Did you?
I sold the H milk. Yeah. There's more in there.
Okay, I was gonna say I just saw some in there.
But
ooh, environmental score sucks, John.
250,000.
Oh, there it is. It refreshed. Never mind.
So you got to click on the fields. Remember.
What field are we buying next? 7, 15.
I think we need to work on getting more cows. And honestly, sheep, because if we get sheep, we'll get wool. And if we get wool, eventually we buy the tailor shop and the spinnery. Or spinnery first, then the tailor shop. Okay, or just sell some wool outright to make a few dollars. And then go from there.
Isn't it? Fabric's really like money makers.
Well, it's clothing eventually, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
You turn the clothing into fabric, or fabric into clothing. And make bank.
Where's our hopper bottom at?
Where's what?
The hopper bottom trailer.
The boots with the fur. I don't know.
We should invest in another tractor too, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know where you're getting all this money from, but.
In the top right.
Right. You must have a magic account or something, huh?
Do.
Yeah. Carson's got daddy's.
I'm friends with the oil baron. You know,
Carson's got daddy's money in farm sim. Yeah.
I'm friends with the oil baron, John.
Oh,
okay.
You got that white
questions.
You got that white Jeep too?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
All right. It's definitely been a slow, like, money making on this save. We're definitely taking it easy here, but you know, we're also not harvesting crop just to sell. We're using the crop for stuff. So it's kind of different for us a little bit, or a lot bit. A lot bit.
Damn. Spam soybeans will change.
No. That's cheating. It's not cheating. Like, we're not doing
What did he just say?
What did he say?
I just heard possible tornado. Like, ooh. Oh. Brad.
I'm telling you that far south SARM is probably gonna. There's a hook starting on that sucker.
I don't know what Brad's doing, but he was going south, and then he must have shot over at the airport.
Oh, there's another storm chaser online, by the way, out there now.
There should be 2 out there.
There's 3 now.
Where?
There's totally another guy there.
That storm south of Hayes is firing again. There's the tornado dude, and then his like co-partner.
Yeah.
Brandon, and then Brad's chasing them.
Yeah.
That storm over by Hayes is firing it up.
Once the mini comes in fast, yeah, exactly, Sam. It's just, we're watching Radar Omega. It's literally just Radar, guys. That's what we're watching right now. The 95 Nissan 13, hello, how are you? Welcome
I'm
in.
in Discord if you want to watch the radar.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about it.
There's no stream there because I'm watching their YouTube one because it doesn't crash all the time.
Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? Oh yeah, so yeah, we're literally just watching radar, guys. It's not that exciting, but you know, we're weather nerds, so It's okay.
Yeah, so
Other nerd, yeah.
this truck
Yeah, what about?
is not like pulling a full trailer load of manure.
Really?
Oh,
I could see that. Kind of heavy, huh? Heavy like a Chevy.
I think we need a chip version of this truck, if you know what I mean.
Wow, Bear. I feel like you're picking on our weather nerdness or something.
Don't come crying to us when you don't know a tornado's coming in.
Yeah, well, you could get a tornado warning from us, Bear. You know? Just saying.
We're looking out for you.
Stay weather aware, okay?
What is Ryan's thing? Don't be scared, be prepared.
Yeah,
I think that's his thing.
Yeah. The other day
Makes sense.
when we were at the farm and we watched that thunderstorm like develop.
Yeah.
Like I saw lightning and I went, or no. Well, okay, yeah, I saw lightning and I said, Dad, that's gonna be a good one. He said, what? And I said, there's gonna be a thunder, it's gonna be a good one. And then sure enough, man, it clapped and it like he jumped, dude, okay? It was great. We were like outside still, so like, you know, and I was like, remember if you hear thunder, you should go in or yeah. Oh wait, how's it go? If thunder roars, go indoors.
Yeah.
That's the one. And he goes, I've never heard that.
Roars goes indoors.
Yeah, if thunder roars, go indoors. Yeah.
In your case, go into your metal building. But...
Exactly. Go in the metal building, we'll be fine. Yeah, we went in our metal shed and then opened the doors. I want the lightning to be able to come in, you know? Like,
I just reach in and poke it.
hey, we have lightning rods on our building. We're fine.
You really?
Yeah, they're rotting off at the ground because they've been in there for, you know, 50, 60.
Are you talking about like the pieces of sheet metal on the roof that have just been like curled up in the wind?
No, there's legit lightning rods. All those old farm buildings had lightning rods. I don't know if they ever did anything.
Or if they're like the aesthetic look.
Yeah, I mean, they might have done something. I don't know. But yeah, all old farm buildings have lightning rods on them. Yeah. It's definitely a thing. But I think ours on the big shed, I mean, the center part of that big shed was built in 1918. And I don't know if the lightning rods were original, but I kind of think they might have been. So they're rotted off at the ground. I know that. We still have some of the lightning rod from the house. So when we tore the house down, it had lightning rods on it.
You have a lot of slurry and manure in storage, John.
We need money to buy the pumps and hoses stuff and such. We'll get there. We will get there. We could sell some of it, but it's probably not worth nothing.
Not really.
We'll just stockpile it for now. Okay. And actually, if you guys know, chat, if you know what I'm talking about, like old lightning rods, where they had like the glass balls up there, you know. I don't know how else to say it. That's basically what they were. I think they were decorative. But I have the old ones. They're kind of a pale blue. They were on top of the farmhouse. We saved those when we tore the house down. So yeah.
There is a little tractor for sale.
I know. So, welcome to the Midwest. How you doing? What do you want with that thing?
To like do like the odd little things.
That's what the 4755 is for. Gosh.
But like,
do you not have a tractor right now?
No, I've got a combine and a truck.
Oh. Okay. I got you. We don't really have a job right now, do we?
I was gonna pick up silage.
And a sprayer. There is a sprayer on sale. We don't have the money for that right now.
You have the money for the tractor.
You want that tractor? Really?
Kinda.
You never. Oh yeah. Okay. Look. Yeah. We can't get that tractor. That's a bad omen right there.
Curse of vanishing.
That thing just went yeet. Can't have it. No. Can't do it. Curse of vanishing. Well. Oh. Hi, no. So the other day I was at the farm. Like as soon as we got to the farm, I looked at Radar Omega, and I instantly was like, "There's development like above my head." Okay. So I literally stood outside at my farm and like would look at radar and then look up and I'd be like, yeah, there's a bit of a hole in the clouds right there. And I can see it on radar. And like, I watched a thunderstorm literally go from, it was blue skies and sunny. It got really dark. It rained at the farm a little bit, but as the storm moved east, it actually did get a severe thunderstorm warning for wind and some hail over in Illinois. But it was super cool to like watch the storm literally go from nothing to severe thunderstorm. And then like we were far enough on the backside at that point, we could still hear a little bit of thunder, but like we could see the top of the storm like blowing up. You know how those supercells, they blow up? We could see that. It was so cool though. Just stand there and watch it, you know? So yeah. Sand camp, it's pouring for you right now? Yeah. There's no warnings or anything down that way, so you're good. Just rain. Just rain. Well, there's a 30-mile-per-hour wind there. 4 mile. That's not right. Oh, it expires in 34 minutes. It's a special weather. It's nothing bad though. Just a little rain down that way, the sand camp. Maybe a lot of rain. I don't know. But no, nothing severe. There's your meteorology update. You're welcome. I can look at a radar. Hey, sand camp.
Can I buy my tractor?
No.
Why?
Want to lease a tractor?
No.
I'd rather you lease one than buy one.
It's $60,000, John.
You're serious about that tractor, aren't you?
Yeah.
I guess.
Thanks. You're not going to regret this idea.
I'm already regretting it. Don't worry. Already regretting it. You know when they say no regrets? Nope. Regrets. All right. You'll be all right. I mean, it's not severe, so yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, rent a contract tractor? Yeah, let's take a demo. You gotta get a demo on a tractor. How about that, Carson? You could, there's 3. Yep. Mm-hmm. You went over budget by $3,214, right. Sir. Sir.
I saw something else I wanted on it.
Oh, God.
You gotta see this butte.
She's a butte, Clark. I have a feeling you'll come to the field and show me how much of a butte that tractor is.
This thing is pretty.
Pretty ugly.
Is this the one that can spin around?
Spin around. I need a front tank or some saddle tanks or something for this. I can fertilize for 4 time. Turn around. Sorry, bear. Oh my gosh, it's hideous. Oh man. Sean, he knows the admin password, so I can't stop him unless I go change my very game stuff, you know. I have to change all
the password, John. See how far that gets you.
I'd have to change my server stuff, yeah. Change the admin password?
Yeah. Not tell me. Ooh.
You'll just go look it up, don't worry.
Exactly.
I know how that'll go. But hey, if I do a host PC, a server PC, then, you know, you'll have to have access to it, right?
I mean, you can't complain to me when you need something done on it.
True. Brewers. All right, back to fertilizing, chat. Back to fertilizing. Oh, Dave got full too, or got empty.
There's a roof, like people redoing the roof across the street.
Yeah.
They were worked all morning. The only time I was outside, they took like a 2-hour lunch break. They're over there with like their nail guns going away now.
This is a PC exclusive map, yes. Stevie does not put his stuff on console. Back in the day, Dad used to know these roofers. I guess he still knows. I don't know. But they were putting a roof on my brother's house in like August.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, 110 degrees every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would get up and start working at like literally at dawn. they would show up and work. And by like 10 o'clock in the morning, they would go to the one guy's house and jump in his pool. Carson, what did you do?
Look at the plate.
That thing have 4-wheel steering?
Yeah, it does.
That's the tractor you start with on, what's the map?
No, it's not Erlengrad.
Yeah.
Oh, it is that, yeah.
It is
So
that
I'm like,
tractor.
yeah.
It has, there's something about the lights, right? It has strobes instead of beacons.
It's got strobe beacons.
Yeah. Tell it. It might find its way to a fire or something, Sean. Maybe we'll park it next to a John Deere. It'll catch it on fire
They stay in the same shed. Don't worry.
when the deer burns, you know. But yeah, so every day they would just like go chill in the dude's pool for a couple hours, and sometimes they'd come back in the afternoon for like at like 5 or 6 o'clock at night and work for a couple hours. It took them days to get that roof done. They were very very slow about it, but that's okay. It is what it is.
It is what
It is what it is.
y'all are hating on the tractor. What's wrong with y'all?
Does it even pick up the little thing?
Yeah.
The little...
Put on the rear 3-point though, just so I like have a better shot at it. But yeah, it works. And the thing's got rear steering, so it's basically on the front.
Better idea, go put it in the lake. Which one, Sean? There's 4. There's actually 5, but yeah. It's a whole thing. All right, we're getting serious on this storm now. Bringing in the single site radar, whatever it's called. Looking pretty windy is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Definitely windy. There's some bright white in that storm. Okay, sorry, chat.
I think I think they're targeting that Hayes one.
Yeah.
Because they've all ditched that front line. They're heading down to this bottom line.
Whatever one you want. Okay. All right. We had, where was that? Northern Missouri the other day. We had some baseball size hail. I think that was the storm that Reed Timmer was in.
He's got his Dom 3 out.
Yeah, Dom 3, and then apparently it broke down.
Yeah, one of the compressors.
I was telling my dad about that, and he's like, really? I was like, yeah, they took like a truck and they like armored it and stuff. He's like, no.
Like an F-250.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they totally, it's the whole thing. He's like, no. He's like, they're tempting fate. I'm like, yeah, but that's just what he does. The guy's kind of crazy.
He is.
Yeah, he legitimately is, yeah. When I was watching Andy the other day, anytime anybody would mention Reed Timmer, he's like, good old Reed Timmer.
Watson Boy just resubscribed for 46 months.
It was really funny. Watson, welcome back for 46 months. Appreciate the resub. It was very amusing. Oh, we missed it by that much, Dave. So close, but yet so far. Goodness me.
Farmer Chef just resubscribed for 20 months.
Farmer Chef, welcome back for 20 months. Appreciate it. Welcome in. What's poppin' today, guys? What's up? Sky, I hope, anyway. Unless you're out in, like, north central east Kansas. Yeah. The sky is definitely falling for you. And I guess down, we'll include... I have single sight on now. It's hard to tell. Like down south.
Texas.
Yep, Texas as well. Alabama, Louisiana, all down there. We're really watching Kansas right now. Watching Kansas, y'all.
Brad just said they're probably expecting a tornado warning to start down here.
Really?
South of Ellsworth. For this big cell. That's to the west of him.
Ring the bell. Wow, Sam. You're in Northeast. Hey, High Dose, you live not far from Kansas City, right? You were getting a pretty good storm the other day, right? During Ghost Stream the other night. Right? You're gonna have some weather heading your way after a while here, most likely. is what I would guess. So you just, have a way to get warnings. So I'll tell you that much. I'm starting to sound like Andy over here. That's right. Add some pea-sized hail. There you go. There you go. Yep. All right. We are done with this field, chat. Sand camp, you just finished. Oh, we got to go fertilize down there, don't we? All right, Dave, let's do it. Let's go refill and we'll head down to the grass field and get it done. That field won't take very long with 2 sprayers, though. Won't take long at all. Yeah, we were going to move silage earlier, Carson, but I figured like we should wait for help.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much easier with multiple people.
You have just a constant train.
Pretty much. Whoop. Near you around 6. I don't know. They got some wind. I would say there's some hail in them too, but mostly I think it's a wind threat right now, but I could be wrong. I'm not a meteorologist. I just play one on the internet while I'm playing for him, so. That's all. Oh, hey there, Sadecamp. How's it going? Kinda didn't think that was gonna be you behind me, but that's alright. It's all good. Oh yeah, you guys get that giant hail down there in Texas all the time, yeah. It's a little unusual in Missouri to get baseball-sized hail, I'll tell you that much.
Or as Reed calls it, gorilla hail.
Gorilla hail.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unusual for us to get up here. Hail's not uncommon, but that big is definitely uncommon. But yeah, you guys down in Texas are built different. Y'all get some crazy hailstorms down there.
I think it was in Texas a few years, like a year or so ago. Remember this news story that a hailstone went through like the roof of a house?
Yeah. Now we did have a hailstorm once here in St. Louis. It luckily it didn't hit us, but like it was coming down at such an angle, like it got inside of people's houses and just like trashed their houses. Because of course it like shattered all the windows.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing like, oh yeah, somebody like had to get all new, like everything in their kitchen was trash from hail. I was just like, dang, bro, that's pretty bad. So yeah. Of course, we had that tornado that time that hit over by the airport too. That was a great story. God, that was a funny night. I know it was nobody got hurt in the tornado. That's what made it like okay.
That was the night the National Weather Service had to like, dip out, wasn't it?
No, this is years ago. This is before I do. Oh. This is before Puma Plow was a thing, I think. Or no, I guess Puma Plow was probably a thing, but it was before I knew you.
Oh.
But my sister had just bought her house.
Dropping it.
What?
I just saw like 3% on your outbound packets.
Oh yeah, we dropped 300 frames right there. All good. Never seen anything bigger. Oh, Yuleberry, that's awful. I've never seen anything that big. I've never seen hail that big.
We've had tennis ball.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've never seen that. Like IRL with my own eyes, Seeing it on the internets, of course. But anyway, so my sister bought her house. Like it was the day my sister closed on her house. And we were all at her house and we were like, doing a little cleaning and like checking everything out. And, there's always stuff to do when you get a new to you house. Obviously it was an older house, but new to her. And the plan was like, all right, we're moving her in like tomorrow, whatever. We were kind of making plans. We had like pizza, it was just one of those nights, like family was all together and, yeah. Well, before, I don't think any of us had smartphones. We hear the tornado sirens go off and like, we have no TV, we have no radio, we have no way of knowing what's going on. So I like called my buddy Casey and I was like, hey man, what's going on with the radar? And he doesn't really like know radar that well, but he's like, telling me like, where the warning's at and whatnot. I'm like, all right, cool. So we all get down in the basement of this house that my sister just bought and we're all just like huddling kind of in the basement, just hanging out, and it's the wind was just whipping outside and whatnot. The storm finally passed, and I end up calling my buddy back. I call my buddy Casey because he had like a TV and he was, you know, watching the local news and stuff. And he goes, man, a hotel got hit in St. Louis. He goes, there's no survivors. And I was like, oh my God, like a whole hotel got wiped out. And so I'm telling my family, I'm like, dude, a whole hotel just got wiped out and there's no survivors. And he's like, he was adamant. There's no survivors, no survivors. I'm like, oh my God, how do they know that this fast? But like, whatever. Yeah, come to find out later on the news, there was also no injuries at the hotel at all. They lost their sign and some shingles, and that was it. So the joke's always been, anytime there's a tornado since, it's like, yeah, there's no survivors. There's also no injuries, but there's no survivors. I know it's kind of cruel, but it was hilarious. Okay. That was forever ago. That wiped out a whole bunch of houses over there. I mean, it wasn't like an F5 or anything, but a bunch of houses had to get rebuilt over there. It was pretty gnarly. I guess that's one of 2 tornadoes that have hit like the airport area, probably in like recentish memory. Because there was the other one that hit like the terminal and stuff, and yeah, there's some great video of like people running, just all this stuff just blowing around them in the corridor there in the hallway kind of thing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah. Alright, clean up skippers. You know, after a good hailstorm, all the car dealerships are, we have a hail sale going on, you know, trying to sell all the damaged cars. It never really works out for them, I don't think, but I guess they sell a few probably. I don't know. That's bad, Eelberry. Definitely. So Carson, you had tennis ball, you said?
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to get new vehicles after that?
I was
in the garage.
it was a bit like,
or did it not hit your house?
it wasn't in town, it was north of town.
Okay. I assume that would trash like a roof of a house.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok video where this father and son were sitting in their car in a hailstorm. And the whole time the kid's like, I'm scared. He's kind of freaking out. And the dad's like, I'm scared too, buddy. And it's like, that's not the right reaction. No. No. It's like, that's not the reaction. You tell the kid it's going to be fine. You lie to the kid. Lie to him. Sandy Camp, I don't actually... Hang on. I don't actually know where you are, San. I could probably figure it out, though. Because I do have you on Snap Maps. Or you added me on Snap Maps. So, I could probably figure it out, San. But a little lightning never hurt you, you know? Never hurt you. Wait.
If I had a guess based off of what you guys like, or he's talked about.
Do what?
Based off what he said in TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
I found his general location.
Oh, I mean, I could Snap Map him. Tell you right where he's
just
at.
on the radar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get it. Let's zoom in. Suck it up, Buttercup. Wow. I don't know if that's the right reaction either. Dad, I'm scared. Suck it up, Buttercup. I don't know if that's the right one either. Okay, San. Okay, hang on. Let's go look at San's radar. Hang on. He's like right there. Oh yeah. Okay, San Camp. Fair play. It is storming, yeah, but it's not severe warned or anything. So you're fine, San. You're fine. I didn't think that was gonna work, to be honest, but we're good. Suck it up, Buttercup. Something like that, right? Oh man, Stuart, I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy harvesting there, Stuart. Have fun. Have fun.
Bear0313 cheered X100 at Sand Camp. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Bear, thanks for the bits. Appreciate them. Oh, man. Stuart, thanks for the 5 gift subs there. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I think we're done fertilizing, right? That didn't take long with 2 of us, that's for sure. Alright, back to the homestead. You still working on silage, Carson?
Yeah.
Okay. We can get that cleaned up if you want. Or get it all done. Cool with that. Grab tippers and be on our way. Right. Okay, who's cutting their grass outside my house now? I wish all my neighbors would get together and just cut grass on the same day. Can we arrange that?
Just be like, guys.
The problem is Mr. guy over here cuts his grass 3-4 times a week, you know? I don't know who it is. Terry needs to cut his grass. His grass is like 9 feet tall right now. Not actually 9 feet tall, but it's pretty tall. The other guy across the street, we talked to him Sunday. And he goes, yeah, I just got back from the Dominican Republic. We're like, okay. And he's like, yeah, I've been down there on vacation. And Dad and I looked at each other. But when we got in the truck, I go, didn't even know he was gone. He goes, yeah, I didn't either. Apparently. Southern Kansas City, Missouri, you're good to go for now. I would assume there might be some stormage later in that area there, Josh. But for right now, you're good, man. Those storms over there in Kansas, if they hold together and keep marching, they'll be saying hi to you eventually today. But I don't know what the outlook is necessarily for the KC area. I'd have to research it if you really want me to. I don't think you guys are in the severe thunderstorm watch, are you? Kansas City? I don't think so. I don't. Without looking further into it, oh, hello. Using auto drive, Carson?
Huh?
Auto drive?
Kind of.
Say, where do you have them run into?
I've just created a point behind.
Okay.
So that they'll drive up here. Called bunker unload.
There was a tornado in Missouri. I didn't hear if it got to an F4 or not. I know there was a tornado though, but I never heard how bad it was. Yeah. Not in anything but farther north. Okay. Is there a way, Carson, to put watches on Radar Omega or no?
Yeah.
Is there?
I think so.
I'll have to figure that out sometime because I always open my like Fox 2 app for that. Okay, yeah.
I have it set to where it will like play a noise when tornado warnings are issued though.
Oh. The severe thunderstorm watches does not include any part of the Kansas City area on either side of the river or either side of the state line or the river. You were watching Reed Timmer's video? Gotcha. Old Reed Timmer. No, you're not in anything, Josh, unless you're like you're not in Kansas City though, if that's the case. Fireman, I believe that Stuart left, but that is nice of you to thank him anyway. Appreciate you thanking. But yeah, Kansas City proper is not in any kind of watch right now. Brian? Who's Brian? Unless you're talking about the TTS guy, Brian. He's always here. Carson, you good there?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it working? You're looking at something else, aren't you? Welcome in everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Had to think about that for a minute. Do you have that thing raised or lowered?
Lowered.
Okay. And when it goes, it flies, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I want to turn on the watches, though. I think that'd be cool, too. Have to figure that out. It's so...
I can tell you how to do it right now.
Ah, that's good.
It's in those 3 lines in the top left.
What is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sandcamp, you have a twin. Never mind. Okay, 3 lines.
Brad's getting hailed on now.
3 lines, then what?
Down to data overlay settings. And then
Okay.
click on weather alerts, and then it brings up a whole, and you can customize those colors.
Oh my.
It's under watches.
Oh my.
Yeah, your life just changed. It's
There's
okay.
so much information in here. On. Oh.
You can change the color of them too, and you can also make it so it fills in zones too if you want,
Oh wow.
instead of like just the outline.
See, I think thunderstorm to me is the local news anyway, okay?
Yeah.
It always was thunderstorms are yellow, tornadoes are red. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how it's always been ingrained in my head. That like if I see yellow, it's a thunderstorm. Okay, not a huge deal. Tornadoes should be red. So I think a tornado watch should be a form of yellow. And a tornado warning should be like a red, right?
What it is.
No. What watch is up right now? That's a severe thunderstorm watch, right?
Yeah, but the warning's yellow.
Yeah, but I'm saying the watches should too. The watches too. I don't know. In my opinion. Yeah, oh, you're over there. Where is you? Henry, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, that's cool. You can customize the colors too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tony's farming videos on blowing up right now? Oh, hey.
Probably.
Hi. Hannah Montana. Is your phone going crazy right now, Carson, or is it just mine?
Oh, mine's.
Okay, I'm about to turn on Do Not Disturb.
Have to change the name.
Please do. Because, my God. I think I just got like 30 alerts on my phone.
Yeah, you know how many of them I'm gonna watch?
None. Absolutely nothing. Wowzers. Actually a pretty good idea just to put a point right there, huh? For the tipper for the auto drive.
I mean, this way, like, we might not use it. Like, when there's, you know, all of us
People.
in here.
Yep, that's the whole point of auto drive in general, though. If there's not a lot of people, then use it. If we have people, no reason to use it. Great. Love it. I love it. Okay. And then customizing my alerts here. That kind of works. Kind of works.
You can make it to where they flash too.
Oh man. So many things to mess with. So many settings. Alright, come on. Well, and see what's different about this too, like local news always was like if there's a warning, they just fill in the whole county. Right? If there's a watch, it's usually like outlines of the counties, but warnings were like they'd fill in.
Oh my goodness.
Now I feel like they don't do that as much. What?
Got a really big lightning strike in the stream.
Oh. Gotcha.
I don't think it wasn't as good as last night, but dang.
Dude, the lightning at Starbase last night? Oh my goodness.
That one in between the bays was incredible.
It was real.
Really lit.
Definitely. Definitely lit. Alright. We're just gonna wait patiently, chat. Or something. The critters are good though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we need to move some eggs. But other than that, it should be good. Move some eggs. I feel like it's not working for some reason while on that tractor. I feel like the 4755 would have been done by now.
Probably.
You know it's sitting in the shed, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
It wasn't earlier. I tried on the front 3-point.
What would it have been doing though?
I tabbed around and I was only going through the combine and this.
Oh. Oh, you know what? Sandcamp had... Okay, he had a tractor down there for that. And then I bet you Dave was running the 4755. With the sprayer, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. One of those Sand or Dave back in, see if it'll go to you. Wonder if this truck's just too far away for some of it there. What I'm thinking. But I don't know. That's it.
Thanks.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome on in. Right. Let's do it. 4755 to the rescue. By the way, the rock sounded really good going through that thing earlier.
I bet so.
They didn't make a noise, they just went through it. But I can only imagine what it would sound like. Or how long before you just like couldn't use it anymore? Probably only a couple minutes if that, but happens. Definitely happens. Mr. DOT. It does look like a DOT tractor, doesn't it?
Like the mowing ones.
Yeah. Except for around here, they have a contractor that just does it, just uses John Deere. They used Kubota tractors for 1 year. Now they're back to John Deere's. Boy, when it works though, man, it fills up real fast, doesn't it? You switched it or no?
Nah, we're almost done.
Brought it all the way up here for nothing. Tractor thought it was going to be used. No. That's one way to move an auger wagon. Definitely one way to do it.
This tractor's tiny compared to that thing, though.
Uh-huh.
the wagon.
And what you have in the front of it, even.
True.
It's tiny compared to that, too. Golly. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm telling you. 47.55 for the win. I'm a fan. This stuff is heavy, by the way.
I know.
Tractor does not like this auger wagon full. Which I know we shouldn't be running silage through an auger wagon, but that's okay. That's okay, right? It's fine. We are currently picking up our silage out of the bunker. And the big reason for doing this is so that it's easier to feed the cows when we need to use the silage. It's just in storage then. As
And we can put
opposed...
stuff in it.
Plus, yeah, we can always refill the bunker if we get stuff as well. But it's all good. Carson, did your display name change again?
Did it?
You have to change it in the menu of the game before you join for it to actually take effect. For some reason, it keeps changing, or that's the reason. You gotta fix it, bro. Go fix it. Goodness me. You think the realism is very important? Yep. Silage through an auger wagon. Yeah, that work real good, wouldn't it? Would work real good. You betcha. But hey, you know what? Stevie made it so we can put anything in an auger wagon on this map. So hey, might as well take advantage of it, right? Might as well. Thank you. Make sure you change it in the main menu though, or in the menu before you join multiplayer next time. Just saying.
I'll think about it.
No, you will. Yes, yes, you will. But yeah, if Stevie made it so we can haul rocks in an auger wagon, well, hey, might as well take advantage of it, right? Might as well. Oh, I thought Dave was full. My
He's
bad.
not liking thrown into that loading wagon though.
My bad. Hard to place. Yeah, sure, Plugger, sure. Oh man. I mean, you know what I always say, realism's key. Or wait, that's somebody else. Never mind. Enhanced realism is awesome. How about that? For some reason, it just likes to load the auger wagon, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, sand camp. Just wow. It's the four-wheel steering. That's what it is. Throws it right off. Oh, crab steering now. Okay, that actually might work all right if we're getting in the corners. You just drive down that wall with crab steer on. Oh, goodness. That's funny. Yours fills fast. Well, I mean, you have a pretty decent capacity, Sam. Depends if he's, like, in the pile or not, you know, how fast it fills. That's what really matters. But that's why I'm not using that tiny trailer over there, because it fills too fast. Doesn't haul enough per trip. Not quite enough. That's all right. This is like 1.5 million, roughly. And then we do have 200,000 chaff we can put in a bunker, but we might as well just wait till the next time we chaff. So yeah, might as well just wait. Doesn't hurt anything to set in storage, obviously, so not a big deal. Good for the PTO, right? Go bad, Joe. Come on. Oh, 85 liters left. Can't have that. Can't have it. All right. You have the biggest trailer. True. Outside of the semi. Semi trailer feels fastest or slowest, of course. Biggest trailer. But I meant
Also 3 times the size of your guys' trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh. Good call out.
Hey, we're done.
Okay, thank you. Cool. Hey, chat, we're done. Yay. We're done. We can go fast time now. I'll check on the eggs before I fast time. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, there's a thing there.
There's no eggs here.
There's no eggs, so I must have just sold them then. Out from Mr. Safety and his DOT tractor. All right. Yeah, there's a tent there. Or a canopy, technically. Doesn't have any sides, therefore it's not a tent. Saying. All right. Should we check the sale bar in chat? The answer's no. There's nothing we need anyway. Okay, so as far as the critters, the cows need straw inside the building. They are out. And the chickens are still doing okay. We need some straw hauled to the cows inside the building. Is what we need. They're completely out. And there's eggs, chat. Eggs. Which might be paying enough for like us to eat lunch on the farm, you know?
Right.
Where's that chicken's head? Is it sleeping? That's its head right there. You're gonna hurt your neck. Saying. Gonna hurt your neck, chicken. Gosh. That was kind of weird looking. Wow. Right. Sand Camp, we're going to like the dollar menu, bro. At a Burger King that's closing. That's what we're doing. We're having dollar menu at a Burger King that's closing. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. I still can't believe they're closing like 200 stores. That is so many Burger Kings. Just saying. Come on, should have gone the other way, clearly. Clearly. Okay, we do not have... We don't have any weeds in our field. Because, of course, we worked it last time, so... We're good. We're good. How often am I live? I am live Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central, Tuesdays at noon Central, Thursdays at noon Central, Fridays at 6 p.m. Central, and Saturdays at noon. So 5 days a week. 5 times a week I stream. So yeah, I'm here a lot. They closed 26 in Detroit last. Really? Wow, Dave. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, they announced they were closing 200 the other day. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right. Dumping straw. All right, so the inside, I guess, is full. Inside is now full. Yup, for doodles. We can just finish off the outside, I guess. Be good. It will be good. Oh, man. Easy, Bert. Easy. Probably won't be here for the 6 p.m. streams. I can't imagine why. If you're in the UK. Alright. We're good to fast time whenever. Carson, I don't know if you're there or not. Maybe not. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. There you go. You're in the UK. The night streams are hard to make it to. I understand. Unless you're a Yuleberry and you never sleep. I'm still not sure when she sleeps. I have no idea. Not sure. Middle of the day in the UK? I don't know. Morning? Or I don't even know. Oh no, sometime. Everybody has to sleep at least a little, right? Just a little bit. Okay. So cows, of course, I'm gonna keep straw in my trailer. Just, yeah, okay. Grass is first day growth. We can probably keep going. What are you doing with your tractor? That poor tractor. Poor tractor. Make a few dollars on eggs. We're on our way back out yonder here. Hunter, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you been? How's planting season treating you? Are you doing fast time another day? Or not? That works too. Is he just like trying to troll me today or like what? I don't know what he's doing right now. About to get banned. They're coming out with a mobile farm sim here eventually. I don't know when it's coming out, to be honest. Busy. I bet you are, Hunter. I bet you are, man. I bet you are. Why he just like turned into a troll all of a sudden. Oh, that was a sweet parking job right there, though. All right, so this is how today's gonna go, huh? This is how today's gonna go for some reason. All right, chat. Kind of weird, but all right. Okay, they are not productive. We need water. We need water to the cows. Water. Your version of passenger script. Okay. Oh, you know, Hunter, just you know, piddling around at the farm with different projects, working on the old Alice, doing some welding, just, you know, stuff. Got our pumpkin seed all ordered the other day. We planting pumpkins coming up, but we still got time though. Still got time for that, obviously. But eventually. Eventually. Okay, so I have the semi, I'm assuming. I need to get some water to him, guys. Water to the cows, please. Definitely water to the cows. But yeah, I'm gonna grab some corn and some wheat. Tap up the chickens a little bit. That's probably enough. You saw the tractor? Pretty awesome, right? Cows are watered. Okay. Right. Alright. X9 in the sale. Is it really? Oh, I wish we had the kind of money to spare, but we really don't right now. We gotta hold our money, guys. I wish we could, though, Dave. I wish we could. If we had a loan we could take, I would do it, but we don't even have a loan that we can take right now, so... Kind of an issue. Just saying. Kind of an issue. Yeah, sell the lime. Let's go. Okay. We can grab a whole lot more than that. They hold way more than I thought. Way more than I thought. That's okay. Money will be a thing eventually, Sandcamp. It's just going to take us a little bit to, you know, make money. Just saying. It's going to take us a while, you know? The corn auto empties and stops at 50%. Does it, though? Interesting. I didn't know that. I guess if you have two products in there, it stops at 50. But if you don't, then it'll fill it all the way up. That makes sense, I guess. Okay. I have 2 YT channels. Yes, I have 2. I don't really post on the one anymore, but someday I'll make videos again. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, okay, Sam. I didn't know that's how it worked. That's cool, though. The more you know. The more you know. I mean, it makes sense to do it that way. Alright, so I'll go get some wheat as well. And then I think we're ready to fast time again, right? I think. For sure. Dave's got a load of something. Got straw. Running. Oh. Yeah, oh. We got 100,000 corn left, y'all. And they're going to take all the wheat, so that's a good thing we have that in the field. Good thing we have it planted. Because we're going to need it. That's for sure. That's all right. Okay, so the big one is keeping the cows moving. I feel like anyway. We need to probably... Sandcamp, did you empty milk too? Into the homogenizer? Oh, those numbers were full. Okay. Okay. That's why it stopped at 50 sand, because it's full on the total. No, because the trailer has water.
You can put it in storage.
Yeah, you could empty it in storage. Okay.
Or sell it.
Are you done trolling now?
Yeah.
Okay. You just have a moment where you had to do some trolling?
Yeah, I was getting bored.
Okay. Idle hands. I'm trying to get to harvest, but I need a little help to, you know, get there, okay? Just say
Everything was full though.
everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Just remember that. Or something. Okay. They're good. Cows are still good. And we need another couple days on our growth, so we'll just pitter patter. Let's go. Let's do it. We need to make sure we move the milk like before winter. That's all. I don't think they're gonna fill up on milk anyway at the cow building. They might though. Get like 18,000 liters a day, Carson.
Really?
Of milk right now. Yeah. Not bad. Trying, but keep falling asleep. Wow. So we're up to 115,000 milk right now. And the chickens are still okay. One more day. All right, let's do it. One more day. This is it. We're done. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Right here. And we can harvest. And bale straw. Yay. I think we might sell the straw though. Because technically we don't need straw. Unless there's something we can turn straw into. Is that a thing?
Compost.
We can actually, you're right. Because we have like 4 million liters of straw or something. So I don't think we need to worry about that. Hi Trent, welcome back. Welcome back. Trent, I literally just took a drink, bro. Literally.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna harvest. Thanks, Trent. Alright. $15,000 on eggs, chat. Wow. Not bad. And 1,300 off water. Wow, Trent. GG's. GG's. Yeah, we're gonna get a good old harvest going here in a minute. Well, what's field 5 play? Wheat as well. Wait. Carson, would you make another farm for? Are you farming on here when I'm not around or something? What's going on there?
No. I play a different game in my free time now.
Does that farm own land?
No.
Why do we even have it?
Because I wanted it.
Oh, Alex, what's up? When did you make that?
A little bit ago.
Is that how you bought your tractor?
Hmm?
No, you spent my money, right?
Yeah. Of course I spent your money. Yeah.
Sorry, that was a dumb question. More of a statement. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting the combine ready to go.
Are you greasing it?
Serviced it. Filling her up.
Alright.
Juice.
Oh. Yeah, I'm aware, Bear. I'm aware. Carson, I need you to go in Satisfactory and figure out. No, actually, never mind. Don't touch my project. Please don't. Never mind.
Okay.
It was a joke. Don't do it.
I'll
Never
do it.
mind.
I'll make it better.
No touchy touch. No. I feel like you'd go in there and just delete all the train signals or something stupid like that.
Make it better.
Just to be a troll.
Make it better.
Nope. Well, it can't get any leggier than it is. So. Our Bear, how's it running today with just you in there? Is it better? Or no? All right, 10-4. Thank you, Bear. 10-4. Leggy. That sucks. I kind of wonder if I can download the save and like try to run it on my PC just to see what it does. Just to see if it would be any better. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it'd be worth a shot. Because like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you heard me, Bear, but like that server company doesn't give you the option to like turn up the amount of RAM that you have. I'm assuming it's a lag issue or RAM issue, but I don't know. They also don't really tell you how much RAM you're using. That's what everybody keeps saying, Bear, is like kind of an excuse, I feel like. Like, oh no, servers are new. Cut them some slack. And it's like, come on, we gotta get better than this, right? Although we still have ghosting issues in this game. But, you know, it's a thing. Definitely a thing. But yeah, they're fairly new, I guess. They've been out for a while.
What's happening to your taillights?
That's what happens to my game, dude. I don't know why. It's awful. You don't get that?
No.
Oh, it's terrible for me all the time. Yeah, that's why I say, like, I call it ghosting. I don't know what the technical term of it is, but it's awful. I don't know if I have settings wrong or something. I don't know. It is terrible. Absolutely terrible, yes. We're gonna need a semi out here, I guess, probably. On Farm Sim, yes, they do have crossplay. That is definitely a thing. You have to use basically crossplay mods instead of using like all mods, because not all mods are on console. But yes, it is. Sandcamp either need you guys to mow or probably work on straw. Caps lock, you're good. I don't care. It just adds to your record. Just adds to your record, Sandcamp. It's okay. Doesn't bother me, bro. Yeah, if one of you guys wants to grab the baler and the other one grab the bale trailer, and where's our compost? We have a compost maker, right?
It's in the farm, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, compost. Yes, we can make compost. Why would anybody turn potatoes into compost? With the amount of work it takes to make potatoes, grow potatoes. Why? Why would you do that? I don't understand. Goodness. Oh, Alex, that sucks. That's not good, man. Hold on, baling. Hey, Johnson here. He'll run the baler. Oh, I didn't want to visit the thing. Okay, so it's this guy right here, guys. For the record. It's this one. And I'm going to turn that on is what I wanted to do. We'll make, yeah, we can do that. So the bales from today are going to go in there, assuming that thing takes bales.
It probably only takes like 30,000 now.
I don't know, but we'll put the bales in there so we can compost it. We don't really need more straw, but it's a byproduct and we might as well use it for something. Thanks, John. I know you got my back with the baler. You're always down to bale, right? Always down to bale. But actually, I guess if we mow, we can put it in there too to make compost. Because we don't need more grass right now either. We need something that's going to make us money. So we could sell compost. Already baling, all right. All right. So what's compost go for? Compost. Not bad. High price is 1,700. That's not bad. I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's not terrible. Empty / full containers on the train. The fact that I'm running 2 trains instead of 1, is that the question, Obes, or what? $30 to $40 Trent. I know that's not what your grain that you're hauling, but dang. They're 220 bales. Okay. Okay, Yulberry, I guess you have a point. But still. So if Sandcamp is bailing, where's Sandcamp bailing? Oh, he's behind us. Oh. John, we probably need a bail trailer. John or Dave, and then the other guy can, I don't know if there's anything left to take down south to mow, though. I know the forage harvester, but I don't know if we can haul it away. But need to get that going, too. Mowing down, down south. Oh, dang, Trent. That's rough. I changed it, Obes. It's 2 and 2 now. I changed it last night. So we have two fulls coming in, 2 empties leaving. Separate trains, though. I want to keep them separate. And then, 1 train station for the compacted coal coming in. Which I did that after stream last night, the compacted coal part, so. Yeah. Carson, you gonna throw me a tow rope? Jeez.
For real.
I couldn't climb the hill at all. I'm only 70% full, too. Oh, man.
That's our biggest tractor.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it 410 or 310?
I think it's the 410. Pretty sure it's been modified slightly, so yeah. They made the machine. Yes, Bear. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm all about it. It is kind of gutless, Sandcamp. It is a little bit. I can't wait, Bear. I will, as soon as it's out on like Netflix or something, or however I can watch it, I'm there. I'm totally there. That guy's so funny. Inappropriate, yes, but funny, absolutely. Sandcamp, where did you send the semi, by the way?
I think you sent it to the wrong field.
I don't see it.
It's on field 7.
Oh, the guy at 7? Yeah, we'll fix him in a second. Bert, I know it's break time. I'll take it here in just a second. Just a second. Let's get Carson past the waypoint for the truck, and then we'll fix the guy. We'll fix him. I'm the machine. That story makes me laugh every time still. Great. The bad habit, LOL. Gotcha. Fixed him. Okay. I was like, bro, we're not in field 7. We're in field 1 and 8. So really 1 is where I want him. Hopefully he's going there. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, trying to stay with you the whole time. Mostly just to see if I could. Apparently I can't. 99% full enough. Wait for the semi. Is somebody on bail cleanup or no? Gonna have bales in the way here in a second if we're not on cleanup. Mail cleaner. John, you are okay. All right. All good. Just waiting on that truck. I need a truck. Well, he'll be here in 4 to 6 business months. All right, what is Field 12 planted in this time? Oh. Field 12 corn harvest contract? Hello. I'd be down for that. What's 11? Sugar beets in 11. That'd be a contract. Jeez. It's a decent sized field up there at 11. That truck's over there on I think I can mode. Come on. Come on, truck. And I'll hold up the whole show here. Or something like that. Alright, so Carson, ready for this?
I've got to go.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye. I was gonna set my combine up on auto drive while I was away, but I guess I won't. All right. Come on. You can do it. All right. Well, so here's what we're going to do, chat. Mine's up there. Okay. If one of you guys want to run the combine, I'll stay in the wagon. I'm cool with that. Or if you guys want to run the wagon, I'll run the combine when I get back. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. Whatever you guys want to do, chat. Not chat, really Sand, Dave, or John. They're in the map with me right now. They're the ones that are here. Come on. Emptying out. He wasn't even where he was supposed to go yet. Stopping. You were bailing, but you can harvest. Okay. You'll take one for the team sand camp? Oh, man. Alright, sand camp, put your combine on field 8. In auto drive. I'm gonna put this dude on auto drive real quick while I'm away. And, he's gonna go, like, do a thing, you know? Well, it was gonna work. It was gonna work. Somebody left all these bales in the way, sand camp. Can't have anything nice. Watch. Well, Cowboy, what's up? How you doing? John, I was gonna put these bales this time into the composter, which is the little bin on the bin setup north of the dump point. So it's like that point right there. Composter. We're gonna make them into compost this time, at least until that's full. It'll probably get full pretty fast, if it even takes bales. Would probably fire that guy. Why? Why, San? Why would I fire him? I want to fire him. Oh, leaving bales in the way. Yeah, okay, Saint Camp, sorry. I was like, why am I firing this guy? He's gonna go fuel or repair or something, and then he'll be back to help you. I believe. Probably, John, yeah. That or if we want to sell them. I'm cool with selling them today because we don't really need straw. We need money. We don't need straw today. So that's why I figure we compost some of that. We compost some grass today maybe because we need money. We need some money right now. 11 trucks had the corn bean mix. Dang, Trent. That's a problem. You guys got to find like a hog farmer or something to buy that now, don't you? Probably. That is definitely a problem, Trent. Dang, I was about to get smoked by that tractor. Or something. We gotta get that tractor on auto drive in front of this truck. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work while I'm away. So I'll just wait to take my break till I get this all set up right. Just saying. I'll just wait. That's crazy though, Trent. Only got one full trip in, heading home. Gotcha. Sounds like somebody definitely messed up somewhere along the line, huh? Okay, so that should, because he's going to loop around to the homestead, it should come back. This will be fine. This guy should be in front of the semi, and then Sane Camp, you know how to, you know, you need him, put your auger out, and he'll come to you. I'm not going to be gone that long when I take my break here in a second, though. Not going to be gone that long. Right. Alright, we're fixed up. Yeah, the thing with the thing and the thing and the thing, you know? You know that thing. Alright, and then when I get back, we'll actually, like, have a, you know, harvest crew, and it'll be a whole thing or something. So, I'm not gonna take my break. I will return momentarily, chat.